Hey JFix, how are you? Damn it. Oh, sick. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, definitely let me know how much it's gonna cost to get it over to me. That way I can get you lined up and paid. Hey, Makina. How are you? No, okay. Before I continue, I need one more try. Damn it. All registered customers must reset their password. Okay. Well, I'm alright. Trying to find out why I can't get into my Western Digital Business portal. Yeti GameRepairs.com. Wait a minute. Did I do admin? No. Whoa, why can't I sign into my business portal? Okay, I can't sign into my business portal with Western Digital. That's weird. I'm in the debate if I want to replace my computer. This laptop is 10 years old, and or if I should try to continue its lifespan. Hey, hot cows. Because the RAM to replace it is almost $400. And I feel like I could get a mini PC for cheaper. I also need hard drives for console repairs. But hard drives are so damn expensive now that it's like, dude, why? Like, come on. Which means, quite literally for now, all the consoles I have that needed new hard drives have to literally wait. Out of stock. I mean, yeah, it's a tax write-off. I just don't know which way to go right now. Do I replace the computer for $1,000? Or do I try to fix this computer by spending $400 for RAM? Plus, I need to replace the hard drive that's in this computer because it's got a Seagate Barracuda. And it's been failing a lot. But to replace the hard drive, I'm looking between $250 to $500. Hello, Madam Ace. Alright, well, my conundrum I will figure out later. Alright, let's open up my mail. Oh, I should probably shoot him a thanks. Huh. You know, YouTube is so nice. YouTube says that I should watch Yeti game repairs because I like repair videos. Yeah, that's a big question. You know, because if I want to upgrade my old desktop that I used to use, I could, but that's also going to cost me $1,000. And it's like, Jesus, man. No matter what I do, I'm looking at an arm and a leg just to get things back to normal. Huh, well that doesn't look like it made it well. What's this? Oh, these are DS Lite buttons? 100 buttons. Those look like DS Lite / Switch buttons. Okay. There we go. I think these are Xbox 360 buttons. So much nicer. You guys think I got enough buttons? I think I need more buttons. Those are going to go with the Elite Series 2 sticks for now. Same with these. I have to ask Buddha what I ordered anyway. And then, of course, I got these DS Lite. These are for the DS, 3DS, DSi, They're the ZIF connectors. Although I think these are the wrong ZIF connect. No, they are the correct ZIF connectors. They're just weird because they're black on black. Buttons. What are these? These are PS4 buttons. I need to order more 3DS chargers. Son of a bitch. Don't you guys hate when all of a sudden you're realizing just how low you are on parts? What's this? BQ. Where is my BQ tray? Because this is not where that belongs. And see, it's such a bummer Nano's not here right now. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 10, 20, 30, 40. Did I really only order 40 of these? Oh, wait, no. 50. 60. 70. 80. Wait, did I only order 80 of these? 6, 7, 8. Huh. I'll have to talk to Booter and find out what I ordered, because I could have swore I ordered an even 100 of those. Which, if he kept a few, that's cool. But, like, if USPS fucked up because this package was cracked open, like, then that's a different story. Oh, no. That's not why it would be fun if Nano was here. This is why. Let's see. Time to unwrap the Chinese drugs. I know I'm beyond help. It's okay, Ace. I don't need help. I'm perfectly fine the way I am. Okay? Quit talking to the voices, man. This is why. Actually, I'm gonna see if he's up. I thought I said Chinese. Did I not say my Chinese drugs? I could have swore I said my Chinese drugs. Although I don't know why it's wrapped like this. Is China so cheap now that they can't afford to just bubble wrap it? Super spooked to do this. Oh, Ace said Mexican? Sorry, I'm not paying attention. I'm unboxing. Check it out. Oh, I just dropped 2 important pieces. Okay, so we got that. Cartel wrapped it. And we got some universal jigs. Just gonna put these back in the bag. Zipper goes right through the bag. Okay. I'm gonna sit those right up there. Okay. So I should be able to use it with this stuff. Right? No, I can't. Can I? That was aggressive. Okay, so I'd have to put the chip itself down. I won't even be able to use this one. Damn it. That means I have to put the chip in there, and then I have to put this one down, and then what do? Put this one on top? I mean, I guess that would keep everything still. You just slide it out. I mean, this will be useful, right? Like, I didn't just waste money on something that I'm not going to be able to use. Hey, Pep. Yeah. Kind of debating if I can use it or not. Just be careful of undoing. This jig, not these, right? I did get a bunch of balls, so I mean that was the perk. 0.76, what the fuck even uses 0.76? These are good. Okay. Well, I see so many jigs out there, and so many people use so many different ones, that's like, the hell. Although, if I do ever get a laser engraver, Wi-Fi module. Fair enough. Oh, that's what uses 0.76. Hey, Pushy. So does Nano. Ace and Nano both use it. It's because of Nano that I got this thing. You use it too, Pushy? Yeah, it is Ace. There's nothing I could do. So do you. Okay, so at least I know if I have any questions, I can just ask you guys. You know? And it won't be one of those things where like 12 people are like, well, you know, I don't know because I use this one. But like I also got this one specifically for PS5 South Bridges. I've got the one for the 6.1 GG and the 6.2 GG. I am a little bit bummed out that I can't use this with this. Can I? Okay. You don't like the MOA fixtures? Well, if anyone has a way if anyone has links to stencils that this one uses that are specific to chips, you know, certain chips, that would be great. You know, Discord me the links. And then I'll have like I'll have Booter or Rusty or someone buy them up and then send it over to me. How many jigs do I need, Ace? Too much warping. Okay. Like I've got these universal stencils. I have no clue how I'm supposed to use these because wait, how what? Okay. I'm confused. What? Oh, wait. Okay, so that's how. So you put it up over here, and then you just tighten it down. Oh, that makes sense, I think. What? That doesn't make sense, though. Unscrew the top frame. This thing? No, that's the base. Right? I'm so confused. This doesn't make any sense. No, I reflowed because when I worked on BGA chips in the past, there wasn't too many people who were reballing, so everyone just did reflows. That's why I'm trying to learn how to do reballing. This thing. E. The 4 alien screws? But there's no... Oh, 4 Allen screws. On this thing? Okay. Seems a little backwards, but... That's not even the right size Allen key. Hey. I'm not even reballing anything tonight, but I want to figure this out before anything else. This piece. Oh! Who told me to undo the Allen screws? Pushy. Pushy. I trusted you. That's what you were meaning, Hawkhouse. I'm such a fucking idiot. Okay, and then this. Sorry. Screws in like this. Somehow. Nope. That doesn't do anything. I don't know what those are for. Maybe for thicker ones. Hi, Sean. But yeah, Ace, no, that's why I'm asking you and everyone else to teach me about reballing, Ace. Because, like I said, when I used to work on 360s and that, there wasn't really much knowledge on how to do it. So it was kind of just reflow and hope and pray. Okay. So then I put that on top like that. And then I do this. Oh, that makes sense. Because then you would just sprinkle the balls on and then pour the rest out, right? And you adjust the height of the chip. Oh. You know, I had a Wi-Fi chip that I wanted to reball that I pulled off of a PS5 Slim a while back. The chip itself is probably fucked, but figured what's the harm in practicing with it, right? Okay, that makes more sense now. Okay. Pretty strong magnet. Again, sorry J-Fix. Did not mean to make you go deaf. And how are you doing, Sean? Okay, so I don't want to lose those. So I'm going to put them up in this reball. This is my reball and repaste drawer. Soldering wire. Is this just leaded solder? I feel like I should resell that. Because I don't think I'm going to use that. Good. Alright, so leaded 0.76, 0.65, 0.6, 0.55, 0.45, what's this? 0.3, 0.25, 0.5, 0.45, 0.4, 0.35, 0.3, 0.25. And then look, I got this cute little plastic container for something. I don't know what I'll use it for. Maybe it'll be a screw holder now. Okay, and then I've got my 3 repastes. See, I'm slowly getting somewhere, right? Who was I to find out that I'm younger than Russie? I'm still older than Zach, though. Fuck. And I'm still older than, Booter's child. Wait a sec, why is that getting stuck? There's something going on with the drawer. There's an N64 lid up there. Okay, that'd be my ballin' drawer. Okay, so now we have a proper reball jig. We have these universal stencils, which I have no clue if and when I'll ever use. I need to buy stencils that will work with this jig. Can I plead the 5th, J-Fix? Gone. Who's gone, Ace? Hello, Omega. On how to use them. On how to use the... Oh, the stencils? Okay. Pretty cool jig. You guys will find out how old I am in May, because Booter will dox me again, most likely. Okay, let's get an actual repair done. That way I can feel a little less like an idiot. Oh, this is a digital. Because he knows I don't care. What good is people knowing who I am and all that stuff gonna do any of them? The heck? Oh, docks, Ace. You're the only one dicking me, apparently. You know, I should probably find out. What size is this? That is a Torx 8. AI 72. $57.96. Only in your head, Ace. Hey, speaking of, you're still game with teaching me how to use the machine, right? When I eventually buy one. I know you keep telling me yes, but I still want to make sure. Okay, that Torx 9 is too big. I don't care what anyone says. Yeah, see, that's much bigger. I mean, that's cool with me. Yeah, as long as you're still willing to help me out with it, that's cool. Well, as long as I could get the basics down, I mean, I don't think I'm that slow of a learner. So as long as I can get the basics figured out with you, I should be able to guesstimate and learn the rest of it, I assume. Plus, with so many people here that reball and use hot air machines, I'm sure you guys will be more than happy to jump down my throat when I'm doing something wrong. No. I'm not calling Moores a slow learner. I don't know Moores well enough to, bust his balls. Yeah. My Hot Cows, did you not know that? My family owns Video Game Depot. I own the repair company. That's what I do during the day. Oh, Moores is a she? Oh, joking. Jesus Christ, man. Yeah, my family owns Video Game Depot. I own the repair company. I do the repairs for my company and for the game store. And during the day, I'm working the game store while the evening I'm doing my repairs. Yeah, did you not know that? Also, what gave it away? The Streamlabs command telling you to shop there? You do now. How'd you figure it out? You were trying to find my age? Wait, that still doesn't make sense. So you were trying to find my age, and then you came across socials or something? Thank you, Ace. Who is Yeti Game Repairs? Huh. Oh, it took you to feedback? From... From Home Depot or from Video Game Depot? And do you think less of me now? Oh. Yeah. Nope, not good feedback, or nope, you think less of me now? I guess I am going to use it for screws. Of course, there's one screw. Oh, you think no less? Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I know in the last year I got quite a bit of crap from people because I was too busy and had a few issues, but tis the risk of running a business, right? Especially when there's multiple stuff going on. I cleared my desk, and then it got messy again. Bite me, Ace. The mythical thing with the blue. Man, am I really forgetting to unplug stuff? That's not good. Oh, minor liquid damage. As long as it's not affecting the board, I don't care about that damage. Yeah, it's not affecting the board at all. Alright. So we have an HDMI port. We have a USB port. There's a desk. sort of. Well, you know, eventually I will have some more time and I will deal with all this extra stuff then. Okay? Okay? Hello, James and Mike Secondhand Sales. Oh, hi. Yatuda Triangle. That sounds about right. Maybe I'll make that a stream name one of these days. A flux brush? Okay. I could buy a flux brush, why not? That's just what? A baster's brush? That's smaller? Like a chicken baste? PS5 rear USB ports. Well, those aren't right. Interesting. Oh, mighty ace, where do I find thou brush? 15 GL power. I see. Oh, wait. There we go. Found a USB-C port. Do I really need to order more of these? Okay. I mean, I have seen some people use brushes, so like, I did not mind buying a brush. I don't know how I feel about that. All those pins look good. J-Fix. This belongs to a customer, J-Fix. We're not pulling the APU off with the hot air gun, okay? I don't have a VGA rework yet. When I get $1,800 and a little bit of space to ship a VGA station to me, then we will work on some Xbox 360s, okay? I'm not going near anywhere that cost me more than $20 to buy a dead one of. Until I at least get decent enough that's like, I've got this false confidence, I can do stuff. You know, we'll throw on a little bit of my extra liquid metal. Hey JFix, you work on computers a lot, right? Like that's what you primarily do is computers? I know you're not shopping, you're more hobby, but like laptop mostly. Let's see. You come across an opinion of what hard drives you like the best? In my experience, Western Digital has been the best so far, and the Western Digital Blues are the most universal for most of the repairs I do. But I'm always curious to see what other people say, because I can't get Seagate drives to work with almost any video game console that I repair. And they seem to cause a lot of problems with all the computers I use. Okay. Interesting. I mean, I was talking about mechanical drives, but knowing what you like with NVMEs is also useful to me. Because I'm trying to get opinions from other technicians and people who work on electronics, opposed to people who sell electronics. Oh, that's cool. Oh, phew. Alright, HDMI seems to work. She survives wiggle test. And where is my amp meter? It's this one that I just repaired. And it's reading 5 volts. Thank you. PCDD. I think I've popped into his streams once or twice, but I don't think I've actually talked to him. Where'd I put my DeWalt? There's my DeWalt. What time is it? 11:38, which means I have about an hour. You know, I'm gonna do some controller repairs. So let's turn the Moon Machine on. Well, I don't know if it's a thing anymore, okay? But back when you had to actually write the partitions for the Xbox One drives, there was an issue where Seagate, for some reason, even when you partitioned it correctly, would still cause the Xbox Ones to error out, as if the hard drive was failing. But if you used a Western Digital blue drive, for some reason, it had to be the blue drives, not even the black drives. then it would work first time right off the bat. I also had an issue where I used Seagate Firecuda because they were supposed to be like the best for gaming, and I used those on PS4s. Every single PS4 that I repaired that I put a Seagate in came back either a little under a month or a little over a month with the same hard drive read failure. I put a Western Digital blue drive in them. All of a sudden, I had not seen those PS4s come back with a hard drive failure. One or two of them did come back with HDMI ports that were damaged. You know, the customer was like, "Oh my god, you were so cool, you know, repaired this for me." So I brought it back to you when the HDMI port died. And it's like, "Oh, cool, thanks." So I knew that they were my hard drives that I put in, because I keep track of all the repairs I do for customers. So I don't know what it is though. Yeah, that's what I was saying, or not saying, what I was meaning. I don't know why, but every single Seagate drive I've ever used for console repairs do not function with the console. Now I had taken those hard drives out and I used them in computers, and they seem to run just fine in like laptops and such. But for some reason, yeah, I really don't understand why the Seagates had issues with the consoles, but the Western Digitals worked just fine. And every single drive I bought was brand new too. So it's not like I was buying refurbished drives or anything like that. Although with the price of hard drives nowadays, I don't think I'll be able to do hard drive replacements for customers anymore. Which is a bummer, because that was a pretty decent chunk of repairs that I did. I'd love to know what the compatibility issue was, though. Because it just doesn't really make too much sense to me. Then again, I don't know hard drives that well. Maybe. You know, I honestly was using them because Xfix seemed to use them a lot in the videos he made back then. But every single one that I used failed. Or at least with console repair, that it is. Honestly, I think when all was said and done, I think I boxed them up in anti-static bags. Or I put them in anti-static bags, boxed them up, and shipped them off to Rossman so he could do recovery with them. Pretty sure I also marked that they were perfectly fine drives, just wouldn't work with video game consoles, and too late for me to send them back. I'd love to learn more about hard drives. That is something I would love to learn more about. Honestly, I'd love to learn a little bit more about everything that I work on. Hence the reason why I'm constantly like asking questions, reballing, or learning to reball and all that stuff. I don't want to just fix the stuff. I want to understand why the repair I did is working. Okay, this makes no sense. All I did was screw it in. Well, nowadays, sure. Okay. What went wrong that this did not like? I'm not a huge fan of SSDs, just offhand, because I did have a bunch of SSDs at one point that I tried using, and those SSDs failed on me, and I couldn't recover any of the data. Now, to be fair, I don't know how to do data recovery, but they also weren't important enough for me to send to Rossman and ask him to do it. Alright, what did I do that this doesn't want to turn on now? And yeah, most of the work of that I do is with 2.5-inch drives. Although once I get some more knowledge for OG Xbox drives, or OG Xboxes, thanks to Ander, then probably do some of those. Okay, it's powering on. Okay. Okay, now it's a breathing blue light. Oh, wait, there we go. It just took forever to build the database, I guess. Okay. I'll have to try one of these days because I don't remember what SSD it was that I kept having issues with. Now, to be fair, this was years ago when SSDs were like first coming out for residential use. Or not residential, consumer use. So it is possible I just got unlucky with SSDs, because it seems all the Western Digital blue SSDs I've installed for customers in their consoles have not failed yet. That reminds me, tomorrow I got to text a customer to ask her about her Xbox repair and if she wants me to proceed with it. It kind of sounds silly sometimes, but I've had customers in the past who, after I told them the estimated repair cost, were like, oh yeah, go through with it. And then after I told them the estimated repair cost, or told them what the final repair came out to, they're like, oh, well, you know, I didn't think it would be that much. It's like, I told you it was going to be roughly $150 to $200 repair. You said go for it. Then when I tell you it's a $150 repair, you don't want to do it anymore? What? Which is why I get everyone to text me a written consent now that, you know, I have their written approval to proceed with that repair. Just as a precaution. Oh, come on. This does worry me a little bit, that how slow it is to boot. Because this is booting a lot slower than most PS5s take. It does boot, at least. You know what? Before I upgrade this one, Interesting. Yep. Ribbon cable was backwards. Okay, let's take a look at this. So, looks like all those work, and this one has ever so slight drift upward, it looks like, and downward. Okay, so and these two caps are no good. Hey, who's the company that makes the analog sticks that has an F for their logo? It's got like a cursive F with a circle around it. Favor Union? I didn't know that they made your fave. Huh. Yeah, I didn't know that they made stock analog sticks for PS4 controllers. But I've come across quite a few of them so far. Now, Favor Union can offer me the same kind of TMR deal that AKNS offers me. I'd give them a shot. Interesting. Hey, Pico. And how are you doing today? That's good. I cannot complain. I am alive. That is a debate on whether or not it is good or not, but so far the vote is in favor of me, so, you know, perks. Hey, does anyone know if ultrasonicking a controller board with the sticks on it will have any lasting or damage to the sticks themselves? Because I've been thinking about, after I do these, instead of scrubbing the board, just having a small ultrasonic cleaner, you know, one like this big, with some 99% rubbing alcohol in it, and just like sitting it right on top. Depends on the grease inside. Okay, so what if it wasn't fully submerged? What if it literally just, like, the alcohol itself sat over the board and not the sticks? Do not use IPA. Really? Even for just the basic, like, mini ultrasonics, the cheapo ones? I know not to use it for the heated ones, but what's wrong with using them in those tiny, Right, which is why you don't use it in the heated ones. But what's wrong with using them in the ones that aren't heated? Will still cause issues? Oh, that makes sense. I did not think about that. Okay, that makes much more sense. So, even with the small ones, use a water-based solution that has electronic cleaner inside of it. Gotcha. Kind of want to ultrasonic this shell. Woof. Oh, you whoosh. Hot cows. Where are you located that fire starts with a woof? And not a whoosh. Wouldn't that be a whoosh? In the field. Huh. You know, that makes sense. I take back my retort. I mean, I've purposely set off large chemical flames, but they've always gone woof. Oh no, I answered. Not woof, woof. Okay, yeah, no. That makes sense. Never mind. Answered my own smart-ass remark. Fuck. We all knew I was a dumbass, right? Aww. Okay, hot cows. It was nice seeing you. Be good. Don't cause any kind of mass destruction, okay? Wow. Why is that sadly? You get to see your daughter. Is that not a good thing? Oh, ironically, I read sadly. Maybe I should get another rock star. More evidence I would not be a good parent. Alright, as long as I wasn't the only one. Just like a whole bunch of technicians after staring at a computer screens all day are just like, dude, what's you have against your daughter, bro? Alright, so now we have a restored PS4 controller. And that will be going up for sale tomorrow. after I calibrate it. Be right back. Alright, so 2% circularity error on this PS4 controller. I think I'm gonna just leave it at that. Like, I know PS4s typically run, I know it's supposed to be between like 7 and 9% technically, but these lower ones, I haven't had anyone complain yet saying that they've ran into issues with them. So I don't really see a reason to increase the error percent. See, is this a customer repair? Okay, I think this controller's been worked on by someone before, because that yellow wire is completely like melted and almost stripped. I gotta find better tweezers for grabbing ribbon cables, because these don't always work that great. Favor Union sticks, I think. Yep, Favorite Union. think someone had spilled juice on this or something. No one noticed that, okay? I deny everything. That's at PS5 this whole time. Okay, yeah, close enough for me. I think this is a reshell. No, it's got the PlayStation texture. I guess the back text just rubbed off or something. Kind of wish I knew how to re-silk screen these PS5 backs. Seeing a whole bunch of them faded, it'd be nice to be able to restore them fully. Yeah, the lettering, like all the information back here, this one's completely gone. Be nice to know how to re-silk screen that. And if I could do it better to where it would not fade off unless you use like chemicals to clean it or something, then that would be even cooler. Because I noticed a lot of these PS5 controllers, the backs are fading pretty quickly. And they haven't been out long enough for age to be an effect. I mean, I know it's going to wear off over time, but like the 3DSs had pretty decent ones where those took a while to wear off. You know? But like these guys are at the point where they're too young to be wearing down the lettering too much. But if I can at least put a pretty decent one on that's going to take a while to wear off, then that'd be cool too. Alright, this goes with the PS5 console tomorrow. And it's 1 o'clock. That'd be an idea. Like, if I figured out how to do the silk screen to look OEM, right? Because I would want the silk screen to look as OEM as possible. That way there's not people being weird and being like, oh, look, maybe this is a bootleg because the lettering is a little off. No, dumbass. It's been screened because the letters were wearing away. You know? Because people are weird. Everyone has to find some sort of conspiracy because they read something on the internet nowadays. But, anyway, so if I could figure that out, then I would probably take the shell off, deep clean, redo the screening, and then probably dip the full back of the shell in a, I don't know, transparent UV coating or something like that. Alright. Well. Yeah. Well, I gotta find out. There's supposedly a plastic coating that is liquid resistant, dirt and dust resistant, oil resistant, and UV resistant. And it's really effective with plastics. I got told about it, but no one could tell me where you could buy it. Because if I could get something like that, really clean all the products and then dip them in that, let it dry, and then rebuild them. Like, can you imagine how cool it would be to have so many, like, retro consoles that all of a sudden are, like, really, really nicely preserved? You know? Because I don't like the retro brighting on older consoles because it weakens the shell. And it seems so many people tend to forget that. Because they're all so happy that they restored their shells, but then it's more brittle. So, yeah, and like I want to eventually cater like all the products that I work on as something that a collector would be like, "Oh, this is awesome." That way I don't have to have specific ones for collectors. I can have any product I work on good for collectors, and then the regular people would just be like, oh, that looks so nice, that's cool. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Alright guys, that's all for tonight. Soon you guys will be seeing me use that reball jig, because I'm sure there's quite a few things that I could give reballing a try with. And I gotta replace the south bridge on a PS5 soon. Like, very soon. Hi, Makina. Anytime. Thank you for joining. I will go through, try to get some more stuff taken care of, and then I will see you guys all in the next one. So, laters.